Welcome to my weekly Fabricate Friday video on my YouTube channel and blog. I'm Suzanne, a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Canada. Today's video is all about paper crafting. I'm here to share how easy it is to make a 3D project. I also sell the products I feature in this video. I hope you enjoy my free video tutorial, and I would love to see you shop with me. Hello everyone! So this is the package that I'm going to share with you today. I am busily wrapping my Christmas gifts, and this is to my friend Emma. And it's a stemless wine glass, and I'm going to show you something real special because my friend Roxy makes these particular wine glasses. She makes them. She does a pour of some kind of glittery gloop. I don't know how to say it. So it's glass. But yeah, it's got sparkles in it. So I am super excited about that. She has the care instructions and everything. So Emma is dating my best guy friend, Paul, and this is the wine glass that I chose for him. So I don't know if you can see. Can you see that? Like, look at that sparkle in there. It's so glittery. To me, this looks like Jupiter. My friend Roxy, she's super talented, and she does a whole bunch of really cool things with glitter. So I wanted to create a nice box, so I just didn't want to put it in the bag and leave it. So I wanted to put it in a nice box. So that's what I'm going to share with you today. This is the stemless wine glass box. Okay. So it's another two pieces of cardstock. So they're 8.5 by 9. And then the lid is 8 by 8. You're going to score these exactly at the same place. So on the long side, at the 9-inch side, we're going to score at 5. And then we are going to turn it around to the 8.5 side. And we're going to score at 4 and 8. Doing the exact same thing. So at 9, I am scoring on the long side at 5. And then I'm turning it this way. In case I don't know if it matters, but 4 and 8. With the 8 by 8 designer series paper, I'm going to take my shim. I've said this before, Connie Stewart from simplysimplestamping.com has a tutorial on how to make this. It's just a window sheet, and I'm using Lemon Line Twist here for a very bright bumper. So it fits excellently right on my scoring tool. It's going to bump that out so that, and I'm going to score at 2 inches on all 4 sides with this shim. So it's going to be very helpful for when I want to put the box together. It will give me just a little bit of room so that this lid fits on the box correctly. And oftentimes I just leave it on. Okay, so now we are going to score and burnish all of our cardstocks. I'm starting with my designer series paper. Obviously, this is thinner than cardstock, so you want to take your time and make sure that your edges are butted up against one another. Meaning, like, you want to make sure that they're even. Sometimes I even use my finger before I go in with the bone folder. Sometimes paper has a mind of its own. Okay, so we're going to do the same with the cardstock. Okay, so we're going to adhere the boxes together, but there's certain things that I can cut away. So I'm going to cut away this long rectangle here on both sides. I'm not wedging or anything. I want it square. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. So the part that you cut away is the shorter of the rectangles, okay? Or else it'll never fit the item. And this was made specifically for this item. All right, so I'm just going to take one of the pieces. I am going to tape this together, and then we're going to cut away a little bit more. Just want you to be able to see what I'm creating and how it all goes together. So one of the tricks that I do here, I'm lining up the crease. I want to check that bottom edge to make sure we're even, and the top edge to make sure. And looks to me like we did a good job. Okay, so now you can see if you had a 16.5 size piece of paper, you could do this all in one, but obviously I don't. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to cut up and cut up. Okay, so this is the part that I want to figure out which parts are the inside lips and which is going to cover. So I always try to put the seam at the back. It doesn't really matter, but I'm going to take you through the process. So if this is the back, this would be the front. So this piece needs to be solid. That means that these two pieces are my wedget, or are my insides. So I'm going to cut away, wedge out a little bit so the box closes real nice. Now, in doing so, I think I will take a little bit off too. This removes bulk. And I can do that here before I wedge this guy out. Okay, and then since this is the inside, and you're going to see it from looking inside the box, I'm going to cut away just a sliver on both sides. Okay. Now, I'm going to take my Fast Fuse or any adhesive you have of choice, folding it down and folding that guy down. There we go. So if this seam is at the back, I'm going to put my back piece in. Now, what I thought I would do is, if this is my back piece, I know that the flaps are going to go like so. Okay, and a strip of glue that way. So when I go to close this, these inside flaps you can see what I'm doing here. I don't want bulk, but I want this to be like 3 layers. So I want stability. So I just lopped off a little bit more. I'm making sure that my box is square. And I even need a little bit more off of this one. So if this was a sandwich, your inside piece would be the bread. This is the filling. Okay. Okay, perfect. So I'm going to go put a hand inside there. Excellent. So now I'm going to do, I'm going to line adhesive along all of the corners, as many corners as I can get. I have a little bit of a hangover. Not really. All right, and then that's the box pretty much. So there's a little bit, I'm gonna trim that guy away. So look at how nice and neat and on the inside of that box is. It's little things like that that make the gifts worthwhile giving in a nice package like this. Okay, so now I'm going to, and it doesn't really matter, I'm going to cut up on one of my squares, and now I'm going to turn it. And then I'm going to do the same thing. So cut up on my score line and wedge. And I forgot to wedge on this side too. So I call this the pinwheel. Okay, so up, and it doesn't matter which side you part, you cut on, they're all going to get treated the same. And turn. Oops. Okay, so I like to take, my fast fuse is bothering me. I like to take a strip of adhesive close to the score line and then close to the edge. Close to the score line, close to the edge. Okay, so now I'm just going to, you can do this too if you wanted to do it on the box so that you know that it's going to be nice and snug. What I'm going to do is put my corner edge in here, just like that, and bring down this lid. Same here. I don't know if you can see that. There we go. Bringing that side in. Lining everything up. This is kind of like a cheating man's way, but do you know what? Like sometimes it just really squares everything up really nicely. And the last one has to go in. And I don't have any hangovers. Oops, maybe a little one right here. Sometimes I don't cut directly on the score line. Sometimes it's difficult when you're doing this on a on video. And you can see now how excellently my box lid, it comes off, but it's not super tight, but it'll do its purpose for sure. I tried to wrap the ribbon around. I didn't like the way it looked. So what I'm going to do is a cheat. So I'm going to put some burlap on the inside of the lid. I'm going to do it twice, and then I'm going to tie a bow. So you guys want to talk about some amazing new ribbon coming in the new catalog, I have some I can show you. Coastal Cabana Granny Green Apple reversible. Look. Ta-da! It's gorgeous. And I don't know if you can see that little detail. Maybe I'll close in on it. But it has like stitching on the edges. It's just gorgeous. The detail is amazing and it's really soft. From feeling this to this, it's like, yeah. But it's gorgeous. I think the best way to adhere this is with a ton of glue dots. Oh my gosh, I love it. So I think I'll even do that with this one instead of tying, struggling to tie with this sequin ribbon. But definitely the sequins add a little glitz and glam. And I hope you know that I'm doing an online class right now. So I would love for you to join the online class. And if you're American, I do have a girlfriend who is American, a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and she and I have created this online class, Beauty Abounds, and that starts January 1st. So I do encourage anybody who is watching this, if you are in North America, I would love to have you come to one of our classes. So thanks so much for joining me, and I will see you again soon. Bye. Hey, thanks for sticking around to the end of the video. On screen are 2 more videos for inspiration. Click on the maple leaf for my blog, or click on me to subscribe to my channel. Thanks again for watching.